Okay, so it begins. I have, for the last few days, been just cleaning all the clutter out of this 62 Falcon I bought. It's an early body. It's still got the earlier style roof on it. Later 62, they went to the kind of square, right there, the kind of the square cell panel on the backside. Look more like a T-bird. But yeah, so I've done some things today. Let me flip this camera around and show you what I've done. Oh. Yes, somebody put a 90s model GMC steering wheel on this thing. I will never understand that. But this thing did come out of Oklahoma City. I'm not saying anything bad about Oklahoma, but there's been some very questionable things done to this car. Luckily, nobody destroyed it too bad. Everything was pretty much still intact. I did start on the process of taking the floors out because anybody that knows that actually builds a real gasser, you're going to have to put frame rail connectors in these. And the best way of doing that is, well, taking the floors out. You don't have to take them all out. You can keep, typically you can keep most of this back here without touching too much into it. We'll end up taking pretty much the front floor pans, and I'm probably, since they've already patched it right here, I'm going to go ahead and just take it all the way up to there, all the way across, and just redo all that after I get the frame connectors installed. Plus, once I get ready to put a roll bar and everything in it, I have to connect all that to the rocker panels and find the right placement for the actual hoop and everything to land. But yeah, this is actually a really solid car. Somebody done some stupid things to it, but luckily most of it was very superficial, nothing too damaging. This tail panel back here had a roll pan installed with some galvanized sheet metal, and it was totally slicked in Bondo. I mean, like ½ inch of Bondo all the way across. I kicked it one time and it just fell in a million pieces. I had to actually rip that off before I brought it back from Oklahoma, so I didn't have a bunch of mad people behind me catching Bondo with the front of their cars. But it's really clean. I'm very impressed with how clean it is. Very minimal rust. I do need to replace the lower the lower quarter panels. Somebody has come in here and cut, excuse that ugly ass paint job. Somebody has come in here and cut and replaced these with some sort of sheet metal. I don't know how good it is, but I have a feeling it's pretty bad because I can't even get a magnet to stick to the bottom of these quarter panels. Everything else is pretty much steel, but once you get down here, it's pretty thick on both sides. So I'm going to cut those out and replace those. The rocker panels are absolutely solid inside and out. Even the little, see if I can get a shot of it here. Even the little drain holes are still in place. They're not all rotten out like most of them. The only rot in these rocker panels are right behind the front fenders on the tops, which is very common. Those always seem to catch all the mud and stay wet and rot out. But other than that, it is really a clean car. I mean, somebody sprayed some kind of really cheap paint on this. I don't know if it was like a water-based paint or what, or they just didn't prep anything well, which is, there's just a bunch of this type of stuff going on everywhere. Just flaking paint, peeling paint. That's one downside of this car, is it's got several coats of paint on it, so it probably will end up getting media blasted at some point in time. But I'm going to get most of the work done that I need to get done first before I go and take care of any of that. That'll be really one of the last things before we get ready to start body work probably. But anyways, guys, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and follow. This is going to be a pretty cool build. I have always wanted to build a Falcon gasser. I have just never found a decent enough body for a decent price. So there are decent bodies out there, but a lot of people want a lot of money for them. I got a smoking deal on this. Even has a title. So yeah, stay tuned, guys.